today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Throwing again, Murray. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Eluding the pressure right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Murray going to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Waddle. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And here now come the Falcons.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, and a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Here's Murray. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's second and a yard. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Murray going to try to throw on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action. Bridgewater.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 29 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. For the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Murray. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Murray again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Murray now on first down.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray now.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Murray.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And quickly they get to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Murray now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Bridgewater here to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Arnold Ebiketie able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.